And we are live. Hey guys, welcome to FazRadio. We're going to get started now.
Howdy, Titan here.
Howdy. Faz
How'd your
here.
Christmas go?
Oh crap. Oh crap. Sorry, I clicked on YouTube and I heard my own voice and it was confusing me. I didn't know if that could be heard elsewhere. Okay, so now I actually have to hit the invites. My Twitter announcement so other people can know that we're here.
All right,
Sweet.
It's echoing back on the stream now. I can hear it in the background.
Okay, well then turn off the volume in your YouTube.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
You're doing
Now,
exactly
all
what
right.
I did.
All right, it's fixed.
Okay, hold on. My tweet didn't work. Okay, hold on.
We're a bunch of idiots with this.
Of course
it
we are.
went so
That's
easy last time. What the hell happened?
Because we didn't tweet this out. We didn't tell people that it was starting. Okay, so FazRadio is live on the Twitter, but people know from the Discord. Okay, publish that. All right, we are live on the Discord. Now we could just talk amongst ourselves, and if nobody shows up, we'll still enjoy the conversation. We have a list. I wrote it. The list is SOS Airdrop, the Vox debacle, zip bugs, suggestion box, and other Discord stuff.
Yeah.
And
go
ahead.
While we're waiting for some people, how was your holiday?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I'll tell you, my middle got what he wanted, which was that Oculus. And
isn't that fun?
I tried it for the first time, and I played Exorcist.
Oh, the scary ones? Oh no, I won't play a scary game with an Oculus.
Oh my goodness! So my expectations were low, and that thing blew me away. I mean, it was ridiculous. I only almost fell twice. One was when there was a table there, and I went to go put my elbows down on the table, and
that happened to me before.
There was no table. And then the second time, because it allows you, it's so freaking cool that you can look around corners. And when I went to go look around the corner, I started. It just threw me off balance. That was weird.
Yeah, I thought, I actually like horror movies, and I thought, hey, let's see what a horror game is like. The problem with a horror game is they do things in such a way that you're coming upon like the evil thing, and things jump out at you, and you can't like look away, or it's in your face no matter what. So I mean, you close your eyes and tear it off your face, or you just deal with it. All right.
Yeah, so I'm going to be playing. I'm going to get my own. I guess you can do multiplayer with that too. That's kind of cool.
All right, we have stuff to talk about today, like the SOS Airdrop, and I know that me and you were actually very, very wary about this in the beginning.
Yes, you were. Faz and I are on different time zones, and I'm a night owl. My whole life, I've been more awake at 2 a.m. than I have been at 2 p.m. And I get this message, it pops up, and Faz is like, "Hey, what is this? Can you look at this?" And I was like, "What?" And I dug in, and to me, it looked completely fake. I mean, I'm like, yeah, it came out of nowhere. Everything was created like 2 days ago. Nobody knows who these people are. I can't find any information on it. The website was recently created. The wallet addresses, when I started spidering through those, ended up at an exchange account, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that.
We have a guy to add to the stream here.
Yeah. So after that, we kind of held off overnight, and the next morning it was Christmas, of course, and so when I would
Everybody in
break
the world
away
tweeting
from,
about it.
yeah, I mean, I broke away from the family for a while, and I'm looking and I see a couple of people had done it, and a couple very reputable people had reviewed it, including the CoinDesk guy,
Or Bureau.
yeah, or Coin Bureau. That's right, Coin Bureau is guy, and I listen to him all the time. And also, they had one of the famous Twitter code guys who is highly respected, went through the contract, I guess, and said it was completely safe. Now, as we mentioned in the Discord, when you do stuff like that, you always want to disconnect that connection when you're done with it.
Well, let's back up a little bit. If you're getting in with MetaMask, you obviously connect to the site, you do your claim, and then you make sure that in MetaMask that you disconnect as well.
Right. Yeah, you got to review those every so often in MetaMask. See who you're connected to, and if you're not using that connection actively, get rid of it. And so I'm with you, Faz. I'm not going to expose my Gala account, even though that was the account that obviously I have the most value in.
You have quite a bit of background noise there, Titan.
That's not me. That's somebody else on the stream that's with us.
Oh, that must be the other guy. Just remember to mute. Here, I'll mute him. There.
Okay. No worries. So, where was I? Oh, no, I wasn't there. Threw me completely off. I get on my train of thought and the conductor's. So, I went ahead and did it with the other NFT account that I have. I bought quite a bit over the last little bit on OpenSea, and I got a decent airdrop. I'm going to hang on to it. I know a lot of people say sell half, keep half. Other people are like, nope, I'm just selling it. I'm just going to squirrel it away in my wallet and see what happens. How about you?
Yeah, I'm just going to let it sit. I got quite a bit because I've done a foolish amount of OpenSea trading. And I'm putting it in the comments below on YouTube right now, the SOS Airdrop. It's at theopendao.com. I assume that this is okay, but you need to be careful when you do any website. Make sure that the site has a proper certificate, issued to the right people, issued to the right site, and so on. Do your due diligence, because crypto is can be pretty unsafe.
Well, that is a good point, because that is where the last big MetaMask hack happened. Is people were going to metamask.com to download it instead of metamask.io. And they were downloading a pirated copy of MetaMask that had prearranged keys in it that the hackers already had. And so when you go to do these airdrops, make sure you're at the right site. Like Faz was saying, I believe this was the IO, wasn't it? The opendao.io. I don't want to get this wrong and then send people to a scam site.
I think it's opendao.com. Here, let me go check on Twitter really quick.
Pull the actual link so we get it right. But that's how easy it is to get scammed. Is not watching, the actual TLD, the top level domain at the end, before you start entering wallet stuff.
It's called the OpenDAO. I know that. Hold on. Let's see. I think it's theopendao.com. No. Okay.
If you go to CoinGecko, they have a link to the official right at the top.
Why didn't you just say that? Okay.
Because you said I'm going to the Twitter, so I was going to leave you be on Twitter.
I couldn't find the Twitter. Okay, OpenDAO, theopendao.com.
Is that what it's saying on CoinGecko?
Yep. TheOpenDAO.com. That's what I have in the comments below in YouTube.
Yes, OpenDAO.com is not the same one.
The OpenDAO.
No, but I'm saying OpenDAO.com is most likely different than the OpenDAO.com.
And their
right.
Twitter is _OpenDAO. The OpenDAO is a scam Twitter, so you got to be careful. The _OpenDAO is the proper Twitter. I'll put that in there too.
So Kwan is talking in our chat here on YouTube, and that's we don't. I mean, we're not guaranteeing that this isn't, but if it is, they've fooled a whole lot of people, including Code Checker, who's highly respected, as well as a lot of the mainstream. And I even got to the point where I sent a message on Twitter to OpenSea and asked them, hey, do you know anything about this? They're kind of throwing your name around by saying that if you used OpenSea, there's an airdrop, and I haven't heard back from them yet. So maybe they're mad that somebody else stole their thunder, because I know I've heard a lot of rumors around stuff like this with OpenSea and MetaMask. Somebody just posted a link in Discord on CryptoFaz about an hour ago about a major update coming to MetaMask, where the UI is going to be revamped, and they're coming out of the dark ages to where some of your tokens don't show a total balance and stuff like that. But there's also rumors that MetaMask is about to issue a token. I know that Trust Wallet has a token, TWT. A couple other ones have it. So it would not surprise me if MetaMask came out with a token here shortly. I'll be looking forward to that. But SOS, we keep getting off track. We're so good at that. For those of you who listen to FazRadio on a regular basis, the 30-minute or 60-minute show that you hear on YouTube generally involves Faz and I talking for 3 to 4 hours. We've been friends for well over 30 years. And so we go off on these tangents. We're down 5 different, monkey trees every time we go down here. So when you get it live like this, we babble a lot. So you'll have to put up with that.
Here, I'm going to put the link from Guy at Coin Bureau, just so I can blame him if something goes wrong.
Right. Well, I mean, if you're disconnected after you get your airdrop, the odds of something happening are slim to none. And even if they manage to get through it again, I mean, there's a lot of people and a lot of famous people that have talked about claiming this. There's going to be problems. So I think it's legit.
So I've also went on to their Discord, and they say straight up, they have an announcement straight up saying, hey, this is all new. We don't have a roadmap. We're actually wanting to talk with you guys to have a roadmap. So they're literally building from the very, very, very ground up. Which means this could go nowhere, and that's okay. I mean, that's their whole plan. This coin isn't. It's nothing right now, and it may not be anything. The only reason it's even trading for money right now is because it's new and people are speculating. But they want to bring value to it.
A lot of speculation on this. There's speculation that they're going to I've heard 3. They are going to create a decentralized version of OpenSea. And while OpenSea has a certain level of decentralization, what rumors have it is they want to be able to take it all the way and just throw things out there on servers and nodes and let it go.
That might be a bit much. These guys don't seem to be that organized. They seem to be wanting to really just kind of reimburse people for being scammed and do things in support of artists.
Okay.
Maybe that's a bit much, but their Discord isn't saying, I should probably put their Discord in here. Their Discord isn't saying like all these grandiose plans. They want you to help didn't figure that out.
Well, and that comes into rumors 2 and 3. The B rumor is, we all know, because we've all, obviously, people who have been on OpenSea are the ones collecting these SOS tokens. We know what they're lacking, the features that they're lacking. And the second rumor is they're going to develop an add-on, so to speak, that you can plug in and kind of use them as the middle person to get other features to make OpenSea a better user experience by using their interface to go to OpenSea. The third rumor is that they want to take and develop a platform in which it's unlike OpenSea, and it's like OpenSea, but for tokens instead. Now you say, well, that's kind of like a DEX. Well, no. People are going to be able to trade tokens in the same way that they trade NFTs, by saying, you create a little bag of TWT tokens, let's say. And there's 500 TWT tokens. You can buy that for X amount of dollars and then receive those tokens. You unwrap it like an NFT Voxbox or whatever you want to call it through the website, and it then gives you those tokens. So those are the rumors that Twitter and some of the other mediums and things like that I bumped into while researching this have said.
All right. I think that's all we have on the SOS airdrop, unless anybody has any questions. Our next fun thing will be the Vox debacle with Gala Games, which I took part in, and I think you did not.
I tried. I still have a day job I got to go to. Unfortunately, I'm trying to get out of that mess. But of course, in my local time, it was right when I got off work. I said, oh, terrific. This is like perfect. I'll just hang out for like 15, 20 minutes, because Bitbender says, hey, we're going to have a smooth drop, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, I'll hang out for like 15 minutes and grab myself a Vox and then go, because I'm a basketball coach for my son's team. And I couldn't stick around for long because I had to have him to practice. But 15 minutes into it, I had to go. So that turned into a mess from me right from the get.
Yeah, so that was on the Gala Games website, and getting these tickets for the Miranda's Vox drop was hard. It just kept giving errors all the time, and the people that were successful, honestly, were just the ones who just continued submitting despite the errors, and I was one of them, because I realized if you submit the web page, even if it gives an error, it still got the submission. So I just did that a million times, and eventually one of them went through. And it's a mess. They're not used to the traffic, but they have so many people going to this website now. They have thousands of people slamming into their website. They're basically just asking to be DDoS'd.
Well, we actually DDoS'd them ourselves. in essence.
Yes, I was telling you how I was DDoSing. Well, DDoSing is distributed. It's a distributed denial of service, which means you get machines from all over the world slamming into that. So it's not just one.
But it was everybody around the world slamming into it. All right.
Well, they asked for it, so they got it. Anyway, so that was part one. Getting the tickets was hard. Part two, redeeming the tickets, that was a lot easier. You could go to the collectvox.com site and redeem your tickets. Unfortunately, some hacker eventually found his way in to take advantage. He figured out how those tickets were randomized. I think he studied the contract, figured out how they were randomized, and was able to come up with a hack around it. And we won't go into the hack that much, lest we encourage people to do this with other things. But a hacker got in and started hacking himself a bunch of rare things.
Yeah. All right. So there again, usually I'm the biggest bitcher, moaner, and complainer about Gala, and I still have plenty. And I had a great conversation with some folks today in one of the Gala rooms about this. And you know what? They're going to run into this stuff. We asked, you told me this actually. We asked for Bleeding Edge, and they're giving you Bleeding Edge. But with Bleeding Edge, with the miraculous money that we're earning from this, there's going to be a lot of problems. So it is, but there's they all right. So we could spend the next 3 hours talking about this. I know, and I know we don't want to, but they have. I know they have their magic number 8888. Okay, 8,888 of these, but the demand was like 50,000 people. So they've got to come up with a better way. They do this with all the NFTs they drop. They put a ridiculously low number. And I get it. They want to create the FOMO. They want to sell out quick. They want to, okay, I get that. But they've got to understand that there's way more people and they've got to amp those numbers up, first of all. Number two, all right. So one of the things they need to, I think, do with this as well is get people who know what they're doing better in the system. Okay. Apparently, the exploit that was used is one that just happened to two other recent NFT drops. And they apparently weren't aware of it. And if they were aware of it, they decided to risk it anyway. Both bad decisions. And third, the other two that did get hacked, these other projects, apparently were smart enough. Well, let me rephrase that. Apparently did their due diligence and put a way to pause the mint if something went wrong. And both of them did that.
So you think
Gala
should perhaps be able to pause their mints?
Well, yeah, but again, it goes back further than that. They should have known that they wanted that ability before they deployed the contract. So when everybody's been asking, I've gotten this question like 20 times already. Were they lying? Bitbender or Jesse or whoever, were they lying when they said that? No, they weren't lying. They twisted the way they blamed ETH for it. And again, the excuses and the word twisting and the word smithing, people here are too smart to know that. All right. We're not going to fall for it.
Couldn't you also think that it's not that they twisted it, but those people aren't the programmers? They likely got bad messaging from their own people. I mean, that happens. You know, they're like, okay,
then why are those people the spokespeople?
Spokespeople
shouldn't
are the people that,
yeah, the devs then should be on there talking about it, not the president of blockchain and the company attorney.
Does that happen like in every other company that does a mint? Do they have the programmers leading the charge? They usually have marketing people. I mean, if you're big,
the marketing people then know enough to have that conversation. And I understand that. Their messaging has always sucked. It's gotten slightly better, but it continues to suck. And that's something they've made some progress on, so I'm not going to beat them up too much for that. But it's a flaw in ETH, yes. And everybody has their focus, all the ETH people have their focus on 2.0 and how to get gas prices down, because people are abandoning the ETH network at record paces now. Projects. So they're all focused on those things. They're not worried about NFT mints with someone throwing this exploit into the mempool. All right. They're not, that's not a priority for them. So it's unofficial because it was just somebody I had the Gala server up, I was watching people posting in there, and somebody was, I guess this hacker was posting in the China room, I think the Chinese room, and they were translating it live as the guy posted. Somebody had their Google Translator up, and it appeared this guy was not a hacker. He was just a pretty normal person who
playing around with it, apparently.
Yeah, watched a YouTube video on how to do this stuff and decided to try it on Gala. And he didn't even know, apparently, just by what he said, it led me to believe he didn't even know anything about Gala, because at one point they translated a comment he had made that said something along the lines of, I wish I would have known what all the rares were, because I could have targeted them as well.
Because they were just minting like animals, which were fairly rare, but they weren't the good rares.
Yeah, right. He picked 2 animals, and apparently it was already too late for him to either redeploy the code or Korean. That was it. Room. Yeah, or redeploy it or change it at this point, because most of them were already gone and everything else, so they just wrote it out. But it was somebody just playing around to see if they could do it, and they ended up making ridiculous amounts of money. Last I looked, they were at like 276 ETH, and this contract that they deployed for the exploit, the way that we were looking at it, there's a second layer that you can add to this contract, which will automatically then, in that same block transaction, send out the listing to OpenSea, and they purposely list them under market value so they'll sell quick. They just wanted cash. They didn't even care how much. If it was 20% under asking price or whatever, they didn't care. But it automatically sold those quickly. And then he had a second and third accounts, from what it looked like, where he was then transferring the money to get it out to the Uniswap pool to start washing the money.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad he tried this like the second day rather than the first day when the dragons came out. CryptoViews saying that.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. So, everybody wants to point a finger, and I'm usually pretty good at pointing fingers. But is this Gala's fault? Not really.
Well,
could they?
Yes, but
really isn't.
Yes, but this is really
early.
This is really early. They're learning, and yes, I guess they could have known better, or they should have known better. But you can guarantee that this won't happen again. I think they should count their lucky stars that it was some Korean programmer who was just screwing around, rather than
if it was a pro. Yeah,
somebody trying to take them down.
They could have taken every Vox if it was a pro, any Vox that they wanted. So. We could talk about this all night. I don't think we should, but a lot of people are saying that Gala owes them something or whatever. I don't think that's the case in this. The intention was good. People had complained about high gas prices. They cut a few corners to get the gas as low as possible, so there wasn't a gas war.
That brings up another issue, which is whenever whenever sales tend to go south for some strange reason, people immediately start demanding compensation. And that becomes difficult. It's not that it's a bad idea, and they actually did that for their first Vox drop, because I tried to make a purchase on the Vox site early. I would have gotten a Vox, but then I was outgassed. They had a gas war, and I wound up getting a Vox out of it. I was one of the people. CryptoView here says he wants to talk about the Curry shoes and basketball courts. I think you need to join our discussion so you can talk more about it, because neither of us know anything about it other than we weren't able to get any.
Right.
I tried, and that was probably the worst airdrop. Sorry, not airdrop. The worst sale I have ever been on. I could not click on the button. And the reason I couldn't click on the button is apparently they had accidentally or intentionally had that sale just for the Eastern United States time zone. And I'm not in the Eastern United States. And so the button was disabled the entire time. I tried a lot of things, and then at the very end, somebody says, "Oh, switch your time zone," which I did, but then it was too late. So, I mean, as far as those the shoes and basketball courts, the sale sucked. Do you know anything about the shoes and basketball courts other than that, Mr. Titan?
I do not. I'm a huge basketball fan. I'm a basketball coach, but that did not spark my interest. I'm sorry.
Those are NFTs that were meant for multiple games, which was Decentraland, Gala, and Sandbox. Is that just those three? So you would get that with that one NFT, and then I thought I heard something about it's not even issued on the Ethereum blockchain. You have to bridge it over in order to use it with Gala. So that's what little I know about it. Is it's used for multiple games, and I think this is kind of going to be the way that a lot of companies work together or partner with each other. Is you want the NFT to be useful in multiple games, multiple ways. So it gives them utility, it gives them more value.
Well, I think that's really cool. They're kind of spreading their wings a little bit. That was one of the things we had talked about a long time ago on FazRadio. The ability that, hey, you can use your NFTs on everything Gala, but there's no use outside of Gala. Well, this is the first time, and it's early. That surprised me too. This is something you can use on multiple platforms, which is really kind of cool. I don't think anybody else is doing that.
Not yet. Not that I'm aware of. I'm really interested in seeing some cooler stuff besides just basketball things. I'd like to see something be able to generate. Well, I bet these basketball courts and shoes are going to be generating daily town coin from Townstar. I bet it is, because it's designed to go in there. It's a special NFT. But Gala had nothing to do with that. They weren't part of it. They were just partnering with them, and it just happens to work in their game.
Well, they're going to need to open up that grid in Townstar if they keep doing this. We're going to run out of space to build anything with all the NFTs that are in there.
No, unfortunately, we did not go to Galaverse. I could have bought tickets, but then I have some family members that are sensitive. They're having some medical issues, and so I didn't want to bring anything back. And from what I saw from the videos, people were packed in there quite tightly. However, wow, it looked pretty good from what I saw online, and everybody was streaming that.
Yeah, I watched the live stream on that. Galaverse was way better than, again, they exceeded the expectations I had for that. The couple people that were streaming, I watched hours worth at a time. That was some really, really good stuff.
It was a bit over the top, though. I think they were really trying to go for attention with all the they had Maroon 5 and Snoop Dogg and some other people there. They're really trying to get everybody's attention. And then after that, I don't see anything in the newspapers. I don't see anything in the publications very much. I mean, it's people keep ignoring Gala, and I don't know why.
I don't either. Maybe because they're not taking VC money. I mean, really, think about it. The VC machines make sure their projects get in the news. Good old Coin Bureau guy just did a couple of them recently on Gala, and they were very thought-provoking. You told me about Guy a long time ago, and I didn't like him at first. And lately, I've been listening to him a lot.
Don't say anything bad. He could be listening right now.
Yeah. No, there's nothing bad. He just bored me with a lot of his earlier ones. But this year, I've listened to him quite a bit. And he does a really good job of breaking things down. So I thought that was a couple of fantastic ones. He did one on Townstar recently, and he did that one we just all watched. What was it? Right before Christmas. It was maybe a week before Christmas that went around. They're gonna go somewhere. We just don't know when. Just like the exchanges caught us by surprise. One day, we have to fight with BitTrue and Uniswap to try and get tokens, and the next day, It's on 3 major exchanges.
So does that mean that Gala is still kind of new and unknown? I mean, is this a good time to get in early, you think? Because you know people are going to ask this.
Yeah, so we've had this argument many times about early. They've been in existence for coming up on 3 years now. They've been doing things Gala games related for 2 of those 3 years.
Hey, you got in early on Amazon if it was before 2011. So
yeah,
same thing.
Well, all right. So that could lead us back into that. Faz and I had a 2-hour discussion one afternoon, and I actually got his blood pressure to raise for once, which I thought is an accomplishment, because he usually gets me to get my blood pressure up. But talking about the recent surge in where Gala's headed, and they're getting too big too fast. And I think I'm gonna dig my heels in on that. I think they're getting too big too fast. And I made this comment in Discord today in our conversation as well. That that quiet that you hear when people make all these suggestions, it's because of the success that they've had. They at one point were making $220 million a day. They're looted beyond all recognition. And even though they botch these drops one way or another, people forgive quickly and move on. So they're trained
money,
now.
Sure. If they can make money, they'll forgive quickly.
Yeah, they're trained that it just passes over. Whatever they do, it doesn't matter. People are still going to sell out in 8 minutes. So that will not do well over the long term. There will be a point where that will stop happening. And I'm hoping it gets fixed before it gets to that point. And that's where I'll leave it.
Okay. Well, good. Let's move on from that. We're about 21 minutes? No, we've been streaming longer than that. All right. So I want to bring up some things about the Discord, the CryptoFaz Academy Discord, because I want to start making more of a deal of these. I give away NFTs for people who have the student role on the CryptoFaz Discord. And the idea behind being a student is we want to be a source of information for you for crypto. And so you need to ask questions. So if you're on the Discord and you just ask a question, I'll give you the student role, and then you qualify for our student NFT. One of the reasons I'm doing that is because we get a lot of bots, and the bots just pop on and they say hi, and that's it. Well, I used to just ban people that said hi, but now I'm like, okay, we're just going to limit the bots to a single room, and that's our channel, and that's our lunchroom channel. And then if you ask a question, then I'll know you're real. But make it a crypto question, because you came there to learn about crypto. We're not a big pump Discord. We're not going to just pump things. We do have pumpy type of people, some pumpy type of people, but they talk about why they like it. And they want to learn about the coins that they're actually looking into. So, like I said, I award an NFT for that. Mm-hmm. Wait. Are you? Wait. What are you talking about? Are you going back to something we previously talked about?
I didn't hear where you got off. I had to step out for a moment.
Oh, never mind. Apparently I had the sound going on YouTube, and it was going back in time. So I thought I somehow started that up. So, okay, sorry about that. More technical difficulties or stupidity, one of the two.
We normally edit this stuff out.
Yeah. So, So yes, I'm awarding NFTs to people on the Discord who ask questions, wanting to learn more about crypto. And I have some cartoon characters that I call Zip Bugs. And I just gave out a Christmas Zip Bug just recently, and that turned out to be really, really popular. I should have made more than like 4 or 5 for people out there. But you guys let me know if you like them that much. Would you like me to do more of these giveaways where I give out exclusive bugs? Yes, I'm trying to raise more awareness of these guys. I'd like to draw these guys for a living. You guys tell me if you like them, what you think of it.
Yeah, I mean, the bugs at first, I was like, what? And then I remembered after talking with you, you'd been drawing those things forever, and they've evolved very well over time. You give them to upperclassmen, and you had a series going there for a while.
They're still there.
Yep. Yeah. I think we need to support Faz a little bit with his endeavor. He wants to do this and make a career out of his art. He enjoys it. He loves it. His daughter even has gotten into the art that he loves so much. And I think we want to make a little bit of a big deal. So do Faz a favor and jump on your Twitter, promote those bugs. He has a fantastic website. It's all Polygon, so there's no huge gas fees. As you know, if you've claimed one, it's a penny and a half, I think, to grab this thing and do anything with it. Go to Twitter, tag your friends, do the same tag FazRadio, or not FazRadio. We don't have FazRadio on there. Tag Faz Crypto. Well, yeah, but Faz Crypto is the CFA account. That's let Faz know that that you've sent that out by tagging Faz Crypto in there at Faz Crypto. I think we're going to talk him into rewarding those who help get the word out. There'll be a special edition that comes out of the bugs for those who
what?
Yeah, I'm going to put you to work.
Titan just promised something.
I'm going to put you to work. Hey, if these people can take 5 minutes out of their day to throw something on Twitter to help you, you're going to give them a special edition, damn it. And we're hoping these things will take off and be fantastic projects to go into in the future.
Let me add to that. Tag Faz Crypto and or Zip Bugs on Twitter. I'll write that in the comments below. Zip Bugs.
And I've also talked to Faz about this in the past, and I told him he can't be like Gala and pay the rewards like 3 months later from a contest win. If you show him some love, he'll get something out to you in a much more reasonable amount of time.
I have stuff made. I can just grab one of the cool things I've made.
Which dovetails us back into the suggestion box that we have on the Discord. We've gotten some fantastic suggestions in the past, and we take those very seriously. And Faz has been very generous with the requests that have been made. Not all of them can be granted, of course, because if that was the case, we'd have about 400 channels instead of like the 22 that we have. But he is very generous and takes them very seriously. If there's things that we can do better, if there's better channels, better ways to do it, we want to evolve this Discord. We don't want it to be stagnant. We want it to be what you guys want it to be. Except no, we will not allow F-bombs. I am the F-bomb police. We have a new timeout feature I'm going to test out on the next F-bomb I see. But
well, then
really,
what do you call those terrible coins? They're called poop coins then?
Yeah, they're poo coins, or I say
the poop emoji is useful. Yes, we're pretty anal.
I say funny puns. Yeah, I mean, just keep it clean. My kids are on here. Faz's kids are on here. Other people's kids might be on here. We want to keep it family friendly. There's DMs for those who want to throw your F-bombs, do it. But please, not in the main chat. So we want to make this about you, and we want to educate you the best way that we can.
People need to tell us what they need in order to be educated better.
Well, and I'm telling you, there's a lot of people, and it seems like once people start joining the conversation, they don't realize how powerful their words are, because everything that anybody contributes is worth something to somebody. And even if you're fairly new into this space, your experience will help everybody do it a little bit better. No, Lon John, I'm not his manager. I would love to be his boss for a couple of weeks. We'd have some different changes. But
actually, we should say that he long ago he was my boss, and I'll just leave it at that.
He's paying me back for that now. We could go into the Navy stories together. And I was a jerk. I was a bully to him when we were in the service. I outranked him, and so that was that was terrible. And
I never let him live it down.
He doesn't, and he's getting his payback now. No, you know what? We've been friends for over 30 years, and he got me into the crypto side. I was in financial planning for a decade, and I had that finance background. And the one that he bugged me about crypto for years, and I never did it. And the one night he calls me up, I was sitting in my garage. It must have been about 10 o'clock at night. And he tells me, he says, I am not getting off the phone with you until you promise that you're going to go make an account and just try it. And I'll walk you through it. And that was like 18 months ago. And it's totally changed my life. And
he used to complain about being broke. But then he got into crypto at the right time.
I mean, I made a ton of money when I was in financial planning, and then I got out of it, and I've been out of it now for, oh dear Lord, that's what, 2008. So I've been out of it for like 13 years now. And I went and got a normie job and didn't earn anything near what I was making then. But I had a 9-to-5 schedule, and got a house, got everything I need, but the big money wasn't there. And the big money, I wouldn't say is back, but I'm earning comparable now between town earnings and gala earnings and all the other things I got going on in the crypto world. I'm doing very well. It just takes time. And when I first started in crypto, I took $800 and I bought Bitcoin for $800. That's how I got started 18 months ago. And then, unfortunately, I started aping in more money because it's addictive. And Faz always has 54 ideas that are fantastic. And so there's always something that I'm longing to buy. It doesn't matter how much crypto I have. There's always 10 things on my list on my computer that I want to get into. And then I always get a DM from Faz, and he'll be like, oh, did you see this? And I'm like, just quit it. I don't have anything left for that. Everything else is tied up and everything else you told me about.
Okay, well, we probably should start wrapping this up. I do want to conclude with one more plug for zip bugs. We have a student zip bug that we've been giving to all students. I am discontinuing that one at the end of the year because its time is done. So if you would like to get your student bug and you have not gotten it by the end of the year, please DM me on the Discord. I'll send it your way. After that, I still will be doing NFTs for students, just different ones. That's all.
Cool. So, people that have joined to speak, I'd love to hear some of the things that you guys have to say, and we can have some mini discussions around that. Faz, can you push buttons or whatever it is you do on that end to give
Well,
these people
we
a
had one guy.
chance to?
Well, we had one guy jump on the StreamYard, but then he jumped off after I muted him. So,
okay.
because
How about in text then? Miranda seems disappointment of the year. Why do you say that, Mark?
it's not coming out till like late next year.
I don't even
You're
think
seeing
they'll
an
make
early,
it by late next year.
You're
I
seeing
think
like,
it's
hey, we just set up
23.
the environment, and oh, by the way, get some free Miranda's coin because we just want people to just hit our server. Let's hear why. Oh, why it's a disappointment. What else you got while we're waiting on that?
We talked about the suggestion box. How about I don't want to focus on Gala. So we opened up another room that talks about emerging cryptos, which
people actually those are actually quite popular channels, the emerging cryptos channels, because
it
always
died
talking about
out
new
for a
stuff.
while. Yeah, and then we got a bunch of people that started talking in there again. And we're finding some really good projects. So what I do want to mention, I'm glad you brought that up. That got me on this train of thought, because I don't want to sound like a jerk, okay, when I say this, but just throwing out there, hey, what do you think of ABC token? We're that's kind of not what we're looking for with emerging cryptos and things like that. We can talk about those occasionally, but really what we envision the emerging cryptos to look at, and the emerging gaming and everything else, is, hey, I'm in this project. Here's what I've experienced. Here's what it's about. I want to share this with others because I think it's a good thing to do. And then we can kind of all do our research and throw in some ideas and make it a better place. I want to try and keep it going down that road if we can. Once in a while, hey, I've heard people talking about so and so. What do you guys think? Once in a while, I don't mind that, but I don't want it to turn into that, to where we're using that room just to get people to research things for you that maybe you should have already researched before. So if you come into emerging cryptos or emerging gaming or things like that, own some of it, have some of it, or at least have the research and say, hey, here's what I found out about this. What do you guys think? Can you add anything to this? I think it's a pretty good project. What do you think? So I've found 2 or 3 things that I've put money into from that room, and they've done very, very well for me.
Which ones?
The MIST, MIST.
Oh yeah, I got some of that. I made you buy me some of that.
Yes. It is a baby Miranda's-ish kind of thing, and it's a very small project. Yes. Very small project that is looking to get some traction going.
And you can find that at mist.game.
The other one that we bumped into that has some pretty good potential is an Echo of Empires type clone, and it's called Black Eye Galaxy. The token is BYG. Bumped into that one, and that one shows a lot of potential as well. They even have staking there for the BYG that you own. And they have platforms. These are smaller ones. They're not like Gala that have a platform integrated. They have a small shop. You can buy things.
That is blackeyegalaxy.space, it looks like.
Yep.
Just Googling the stuff right now and putting it in the description.
So when people bump into this, we love Gala, and we want to stay with Gala, and we love to talk about Gala, but we don't want to be the Gala Games server part 2 or junior or whatever else, we do want to focus on crypto education in all areas, whether it be gaming or NFTs or wallets,
We have
exchanges. That's why we have all those rooms.
we have a play to earn channel.
Play to earn. That is moving on. We did a show. So if you're new here, fairly new, we did a P2E show probably 2-3 months ago that you can look at in the archives at FazRadio on YouTube. And we talked about a lot of this in detail, to play to earn, and how Faz had a fantastic diatribe about how it relates to how every business could be conducting business using that P2E model, and how people could have a full-time job or a full-time career as a P2E gamer. So
I have to link to that now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, please do. Please do, because I'm busy running my yip. I'm not looking back at.
Oh, we have more than one. We have like several play to earn stuff. Play to earn. Okay, go ahead.
So this is what we strive to do. That's what Faz made this for, is to be an educational platform. If there's rooms that we don't use or you don't like or whatever, can we change them into something that you would like to talk about a little bit more? I know the security channel has gotten more popular lately. Please review the stuff we talk about in the security channel. Keep yourself safe in the crypto space. And tell us what you want to learn about. We started Crypto 101, 102, or 201 and 301. We have not backfilled that yet with any content. We've asked for some feedback. We haven't gotten any feedback. We're waiting on the community to tell us what you'd like to see there. So get out there. Let us know what it is that we can do to help all of us get to that next level. I want to see like dozens of people talking about how their experience at CFA has changed their lives and made them some money and made them learn and be able to pass that knowledge on to others. That's what we strive for. That's what we're here for. Right now, there's no paid content here. This is all no cost to anybody. Would we like to have something maybe down the road where we have some subscription channels and do some other things that bring a tremendous amount of more value? Absolutely. But right now, let's take each other up to that higher level.
Good deal. Okay. Well, I think that's probably it for today. What's this? I was going to see what looks like. We got a couple chats here. Do I need to be a student to see those channels? Actually, yes, you do. You need to be a student.
So yeah, hit us up in the lunchroom and we'll give you the permission.
Ask some questions. I have it. So you have to ask a question to be a student. Let's see. We should get into Songbird and Flare Network for passive income. Yes, definitely. Actually, I have quite a bit of Songbird and Flare coming my way.
Yep. Faz and I went through, we use Bifrost Wallet to do the staking and delegating. The rewards kind of suck at the moment. Apparently, Songbird is supposed to be the test net, the live test net for Flare. You get mixed reviews on whether that's working or not because people aren't real thrilled so far with Songbird Network from at least what I'm reading. So we'll see how that plays out into the Flare space moving forward.
All right. So I think we might be done for today. I'm quickly putting some links for the play to earn videos down in the description below. But
very cool.
In the meantime, I think we need to wrap up and get out of here until next week.
Sounds great. I hope everybody had a fantastic holiday. we're here as much as we can be.
We're on the Discord as much every day.
Yeah, at certain times in the evenings, my time, I know I end up staying up way too late because the conversations get too interesting. But that's okay. I don't mind. I live for this stuff. I want to make it a full-time career for myself. At some point, I'm getting closer every day, and that's what we're here to help you do if that's what you want to do too. Somebody mentioned that in the chat. Wanted to be a play to earn. Oh, that's Ladson again. Yeah, employed in P2E. It's possible, man. The way that this is shaken out, this is like even Town Starts. It's Gala's first attempt at P2E. There's a couple more. Spider Tanks will be P2E'd here pretty soon. There's Fortified that's in the works. There's a lot that's going to come out before Mirandus. And then there's these other platforms that we're trying to discover and that we've talked about with Black Eye Galaxy and some of these other ones that we're looking into. We want the community to go out and find some and experience it and then share that with everybody else. We all want to be successful. And it doesn't hurt any one of us to share it with anybody else. It's not like we're going to earn less. So get out there. Let's do it. Let's all be P2E gamers together. We can hang out on live chats 3 times a day if you want to.
All right. And on that note, let's get out of here. Thank you very much, guys, for coming by and listening. And I hope to see you again.
Awesome. Take it easy.